Hey YouTube, Rocks97 coming at you with another Frogology video. This one is on choosing your hand trap lineup. I've been doing these with the tribute lineup and the frog lineup, so got to do one on hand traps. So yeah, let's get started. So I feel with the hand traps in this deck, they need to be maxed out. I max out my hand trap to where it's not overboard, but my hand trap lineup is 10 cards, 10. I have 10 hand traps in this deck, and I'll just show them to you before I go into like explaining and stuff. Gores, double trag, triple fader, double maxi, double veiler. So those are my hand traps. I maxed out on hand traps because the deck is like made to gain advantage. Summon a monarch, it's a +1 swing, possible if you swing and it goes off, it's like a +2, and that would make like every monarch a +1 or a +2. If it gets warninged, it's even, but they lost 2,000. When they like warning a monarch, it's you probably have like 6 cards in hand because this deck's made to gain advantage. You shouldn't lose more than 4 cards in hand unless the game stays just simplified and both of you are just low on cards. So like when they warning your monarch and then they attack and then you drop a Gores on them, then it's just like a waste, not a waste of a warning, but like it makes it to where it didn't even matter. Like Gores is the obvious, you have to play Gores. Double trag. People are playing one of this, and I've seen some with none of this. This is my favorite hand trap in the whole deck. I like it better than Gores. I've said this in multiple Frog Monarch deck profiles. I even had a video on Gores versus Trag. And I just like Trag a whole lot better. It has the versatility, well in this deck, it has the versatility to, with multiple effects to change levels, which is just good with exceeding, steal stuff. And it's a lot of the time in this deck it's bigger than Gores. I usually average at 5 cards in hand. When I drop this 4, that's average. Yeah, and then I draw, so he puts him at 36. And like against Chaos Dragons, it's ridiculous because I run level 6s, steal their Chaos Sorcerer, banish something, overlay because you can change its level. And yeah, that's why I feel like you have to run Trag at 2. I just love Trag with. I just love Trag a lot. It's my favorite hand trap. Triple fader. This is obvious. You have to run triple fader and Frog Monarch's tribute fodder. Like, don't run 2 or anything. You need to run 3. I know people that run 2. 2 maxi and 2 effect veiler. And going to Lafayette Regional a while back and going to Nationals, I only ran 2 veiler. The reason is the deck isn't like the most consistent because your opening hand does matter, but then I draw into the broken. This deck draws into broken a lot. That sounded weird, but yeah, double veiler. It wasn't enough, and then with windups 1, I realized I had to get some maxis, so I got maxis, and then I love maxi a lot. It's like my second favorite hand trap behind Trag. Just to be able to draw so much cards in this deck is just gaining a lot of +1s and +2s. This card by itself is averaging at a +1 most of the time. Against Rabbits +1, Tour Guide's a +1 most of the time, and then stuff like that. But when you draw into a Monarch is usually a +1 or a +2 or an even. So it's like drawing into more advantage other than just drawing advantage. It's late right now, just throwing that out there. So yeah, this is really good in Frog Monarchs. If you like, some people can't afford it, but if you can, I'd recommend this at 2, because even with Tragodia, this and Tragodia is just so good, because Tragodia will get really huge, or you'll draw into a very big Tragodia, and yeah, it stops them in their tracks. And like having Veiler backed up with or having Veiler back up a Vanity's Fiend is sometimes just crazy, because it makes it harder to get over that Vanity's Fiend. Having Maxi back up a Vanity's Fiend means they won't special by the time the duel's over. Yeah, that's pretty much how like the hand trap works. I recommend playing it as many as you can, but not to where you're playing triple Valor, triple Maxi, and like triples of those hand traps, because then it will just get too many hand traps and the consistency won't be there. And yeah, so I played like 2 of the everyone plays hand traps, like Valors and Maxis. But I do feel like your hand trap engine, or hand trap lineup, not engine, needs to be high, because it's one of the key aspects of the deck. I'm just gonna like set this here for thumbnails and whatnot. Hopefully I'll get lucky. But yeah. So this was the Frogology video on the hand trap lineup. And yeah, sorry if I didn't make much sense, because it's really late right now. So it's like 2 a.m. So this was Yu-Gi-Oh! X97. Like and comment, subscribe, bye YouTube.